how to spot a liar instantly. Let's go.
What if I told you that right now, someone close to you is planning to lie to you today? And here's the
Okay.
scary part. You probably won't even notice. Most people get lied to two.
Wait a minute. Before we start this. This is just going to be like a fib. It's going to be a fake lie. Or it's going to be something that I don't need to know. TMI. Like I just got told a TMI just a second ago. I mean, I was just on Arc Raiders, and he didn't want to play anymore. So he just said, alright, I think I'm going to get off. Like, he's not getting off. He just doesn't want to play anymore. He's not going to get off of the game. He wants to play more. He just doesn't want to play with me. Because we've been playing for 4 hours. So,
200 times every single day without knowing it. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could become like a human lie detector and catch every single lie before you get fooled? Here's what nobody tells you about.
Okay, if I had the superpower, or if, I don't know what he's about to say, if there's, some top secret method to solving if someone's lying to you. Number one, who cares? If someone's lying to you, it's just malicious. What is even the point of taking what everyone has to say at face value? Why do you, as a person, have to bend the knee to everyone that you talk to? Even if you're talking to, one of your best friends, or you're talking to just someone close to you, why are you taking every single message that they have for you as gospel, or as... You shouldn't do that, honestly. There's no point in doing that. You should have conversations with people to have conversations with them and not think deep about it. Because when you do think deep about it, that's where it can get tricky.
Lying. It's not just about catching bad people. Your best friend might lie about where they went last night.
Yeah,
your
see?
family might lie about eating your leftovers. Even your boss might lie about why your project got rejected. The truth is, everyone lies, and if you can't...
Right, but I always lie about the leftovers. Come on. Your sister or your brother brings home something nice from, name a nice spot. Cane's, and it's sitting in the fridge for, a day or two. You're not eating that. Come on, be real. So, grab that, eat that. That's good. That's good stuff. No, I've eaten that, but I will lie every single time and say that I didn't eat that because, I don't want to start arguments. Come on, dude. We don't got to argue about this. I just want to eat your chicken.
spot it, you're living in a world of fake stories. But here's the good news. Secret agents and detectives have been using hidden tricks to catch liars for years, and today I'm going to teach you their most powerful secrets. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when someone is lying to you, even before they finish talking. Let's start with the magic question trick. Most people ask terrible questions that make lying super easy, like asking, "Did you have fun last night?" That's way too simple to lie about. But here's what smart detectives do instead. They ask questions that make liars sweat. Instead of, "Did you go out last night?" try this. What?
Who cares? Like, come on, wait. What was his prompt? What was his?
Try this. What made you?
Like, okay. Am I a parent in this situation? Because why do I need to know what everyone's doing at all times? What's the point of that? And even if I do want to know what everyone's doing, I guess that's not bad. It's just like, it's nosy. I feel like you're being nosy for no reason other than because you don't want to be lied to. If someone came up to me right now and asked me if I had a fun night last night, I would say yes, because I played Valorant with my friends and I got off for the night. And then someone else could be like, "Oh, you're lying because you didn't just play Valorant, you also played Valorant and Elden Ring at the same time while calling off playing Fortnite with a different friend." Oh my gosh, you're an evil monster. Who cares, dude? Who honestly cares? What made you stay out so late last night? I don't sleep. I sleep until I sleep at 5 in the morning. Um, Whatever.
Stay out so late last night. See the difference? You're not asking if they went out, you're assuming they did and stayed late. Now they have to either tell the truth or make up a whole story. And making up stories is where liars always mess up. But wait, there's a twist coming that'll blow your mind. This next trick is called the 5-second rule, and it's like having superpowers. When you ask someone a question, watch them like a hawk for exactly 5 seconds. Not 6, not 4, exactly 5 seconds. Why? Because that's when their brain is fighting the hardest. After 5 seconds, they've had time to think of a good lie. But in those first 5 seconds, their body tells the truth, even when their mouth doesn't. Look for these signs. They touch their face, look away, pause too long, or their voice gets weird. One sign means nothing. But if you see 2 or more signs in those 5 seconds...
Okay, he might be onto something, though, because I've done that before. When I'm telling a story, like, I mean, I'm doing it now, but I'm not lying when I do it. I'm just saying a statement. Like, what? I mean, I guess it's harder because I'm talking to a camera instead of someone in front of me. But, like, when I'm talking to someone and I'm lying, I will pause, I'll look away. Sometimes, though, you kind of need the pause, though, so that you can remember what happened that night. This isn't fair. Because, like, I might have, like, tics like that or something, but there are real people that do have that struggle of needing a second to think about the entire situation and what they did. Like, sure.
Boom. You've caught them. And here's the crazy part. This works even on people who think they're good liars. But the next trick is even more powerful. This one's called the baseline trick, and it's what FBI agents use. Before you ask any tricky questions, watch how the person acts normally. Notice their voice, how they sit, how they move their hands. This is their normal mode. Once you know how they act when they're relaxed, you can spot when something changes. If someone who usually looks you in the eye suddenly stares at the floor, that's a red flag. If someone who talks fast suddenly talks slow, something's up. It's like having a secret code that only you can read. But here's where it gets really sneaky. The double-check trap is genius. Ask about the same thing twice, but in different ways. First ask, "You went to the movies yesterday, right?" Then, 10 minutes later, ask, "What movie did you see yesterday?" Liars forget what they said the first time. They might say, "Yes, I went to the movies," and then later say, "I didn't see any movie." Boom.
All right. What good liar is doing that? Yeah. If I'm a good liar, I already have... Okay, wait a minute. Think about this logically for a second. I mean, 10 minutes in the future, that could maybe throw me off a little bit. But if I'm lying about a situation, I am making sure that every single part of that lie is, like, up to code, up to standard. If I said I went to the movies and I don't have an assigned movie picked out that I went and saw, I'm an idiot. Like, actually, I'm actually an idiot. Because that's the next question. You have to anticipate what the next question is as a liar. You can't... What movie did you go see? I don't know.
Caught. Truth tellers stay consistent because they're remembering real events. Liars are remembering fake stories, and fake stories are hard to keep straight. But wait until you see this next trick.
Here's a trick for you if you're a liar. What you can do is you can make up a situation that already happened in the past and then just regurgitate it with new characters in the mix. Like, that is the easiest way to lie, because you're just thinking back to what happened to you before, but with new characters that you're telling other people. There you go. Wait. How to spot a liar? How to not get caught. You're welcome.
It's almost like magic. Here's the word trick that catches almost everyone. When people lie, They use wishy-washy words like maybe, I think, probably, or I guess. They do this
That's not
because they're
fair.
scared of getting caught in a firm lie. Instead of saying, I was at home, they say, I think I was probably at home. See how weak that sounds? They're giving themselves an escape route.
Sure.
Pay attention to these weak words, especially when someone's telling you something important. If they can't say it with confidence, maybe they're not telling the truth. The topic swip trick is my favorite. When someone's lying and you're getting close to the truth, they'll suddenly try to change the subject. They might say something like, hey, did you see that funny video? Or, oh, I forgot to tell you about. This is their brain's panic button. They're trying to run away from the conversation because they're scared you'll figure out the lie. When this happens, gently bring them back to the original topic. Say something like, we can talk about that later, but first, tell me more about... Watch how uncomfortable they get. Here's the interrupt trick that's almost
Sure.
unfair. Right when someone's in the middle of telling their story, interrupt them with a random question about something that happened before their story. Like if they're saying, so I went to the store and bought milk, you jump in with, wait, what were you doing right before you decided to go to the store? This messes up their brain because lying takes a lot of thinking. When you interrupt,
Okay.
you force them to juggle two things at once. They're
Now that is a question I would not anticipate because it is stupid as fuck. What is that? What were you doing before you went to the store? I was sitting on my ass doing nothing. I was thinking about going to the store. I was masturbating. Like, who cares? Who cares what you were doing beforehand? How is that going to do anything for you? Honestly, how is that going to do anything in that situation? It's not. So, whatever.
fake story and your new question. Most liars can't handle this and either get confused or start telling a completely different story. The last trick is the fake detail trap.
Oh,
Slip a wrong detail into the conversation and see what happens. Like saying you said it was raining that day, but even though they
I didn't say that. That's just rage bait. That's just rage bait at this point.
never mentioned rain. Someone telling the truth will correct you immediately. No,
Thank
it
you.
wasn't raining.
Yeah.
But liars often go along with your fake detail because they're afraid that correcting you will make their whole story fall apart.
That's
There
just
you have it.
stupid.
7 powerful ways to catch anyone in a lie. Remember, combine these tricks with your gut feeling. If something feels off, it probably is.
Alright, that was a good video. I'm hating too much, but like, there's no... You're not spotting a liar from that. Let's see this. See, that's what I'm saying. No, 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 no. Alright, well, thank you guys. I guess I'll see you off. Peace.